Roll call, please.
Also with their own building.
Yes.
They're not getting back.
1 second to get my
I
here.
keep putting two. One and you put now.
How is it?
See, yes. See how they get back to you.
Scary. See, no Howard, no microphones.
No, they're working.
Oh, they're working? Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
No, they're just saturated on your side of the table, that's all.
Mr. Thomas.
Here.
Okay.
Mr. Howard. Benjamin is not here, but he's excused.
Mike.
Already knew that.
What am I doing?
Myself, I think I'm here. Okay, Ms. Raines. Here. Mr. Ackerman.
Right here.
Mr. Anand. Not here. Mr. Camara.
Here.
Mr. De La Cuesta.
Here.
Mr. Friedman. Here. Ms. Havard. I got two absents. 1 sec, let me.
She's in like Bali or
Make sure that
something.
works. Okay. Mr. Hendry.
Not here.
Absent. Mr. Lazarovitz.
Here.
Did I get it right? Gosh darn it, yes.
Yes.
Okay. The next individual I hear is resigned. I want to make sure that is true. Mr. Luna is gone for the record.
Yes, he sent me a letter. He resigned from the council.
Thank you so very much. Now I will officially remove him. Mr. Lynn.
Here.
Mr. Martin.
You wanted me to accept this resolution?
Ms. Meyer.
Yeah.
Mr. Marabi.
Yes, here.
Mr. Knoll.
Here.
Ah, see, he's here. Hey. Kathleen is not. Oh, yes, you are. You're way down there. Move down here.
So I can keep.
Ms. Patton is here. Mr. Robbins.
Here.
And Ms. Skelton.
Here, honey.
Thank you, my dear. Okay, we have a quorum.
Very good. We have a quorum and we can conduct official city business. Comments from the chair. I have nothing at this time. Public comment. Mr. Rodriguez, to Economics for Women. Come on down. Oh, Miss Rodriguez.
Oh,
It doesn't look like Mr. Robbins.
Lo siento.
It's Rocio. Oh, so hello everyone. My name is Rocio Rodriguez. I'm here on behalf of New Economics for Women. We're a family source center located here in the Van Nuys area. We've been here since 2009. We serve low-income, underrepresented community members from the Van Nuys area. And we do everything from legal referrals to after-school tutoring, case management. It all depends on the resource that the customer is looking for. So I just wanted to go ahead and introduce myself and a little bit about what our organization does. So hopefully I look forward to working with all of you a little bit closer and seeing how we can collaborate to hopefully provide much more resources to community members here in the Van Nuys area. So.
And I'm sorry, where's your physical location?
It's located in between Sherman Way and Vanoan, right here on Van Nuys Street. So really close by, I want to say maybe around 5 minutes away from here. And we are also interested in any funding that you may be able to provide.
Are you a nonprofit?
Yes, so we are a nonprofit organization. Mhm. So, thank you.
Do we have any questions for this nice lady?
No.
What's the name of the business again, please? New Economics for Women. Mhm. And we're a family source center. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, public comment up next. This nice lady. What's that?
Yeah, just to be sure that we have the items that are supposed to be available. And we have here,
Okay.
just that.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Ann Porter, and I am a member of the Los Angeles Area Leadership Team for Move to Amend, which is a national coalition working for a constitutional amendment that establishes that corporations are not people with constitutional rights, and money is not a form of free speech, and therefore we should be able to regulate campaign contributions. Los Angeles City Council has passed a resolution in in support of such an amendment, and I'm here tonight to let you know about a short video that our local group has created to further educate and raise awareness in our communities about this issue. It's only 7.5 minutes. We've worked to make it very entertaining. It's called A Question of Personhood, and you can watch it by going to YouTube and putting in that title, A Question of Personhood. We've worked to make it both entertaining and informative, and we hope that you'll enjoy watching it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Candito.
Candido, sir, with a D at the end. Thank you,
Candito.
Mr. President, future Assemblyman. I just want to report back in regards to the holiday events. Mr. President, John Camara did a fantastic job. All of the rec centers and
Thank
a few of
you.
the
I
police.
appreciate that.
You're welcome, sir. I'm only bragging about you because you did a great job.
Thank you.
But all of them, no one went away without anything. And I want to thank Mr. Jason. Jason, what is your last name, sir?
Ackerman.
Ackerman, one of the newest board members, brought in the most toys, and I can't thank you enough, sir. I mean,
No
you
problem.
stepped up, and I wish we had as many toys that came from you, from everybody else. I mean, believe me, we could have done a lot more. There was one doll, though. I don't know who gave the doll. Nobody wanted this poor ugly doll, so we're still looking for a home for this little doll. And but again, it was a lot of good events at all the rec centers and with the cadets. The Jeopardy program. And Miss Rodriguez, where did she go? She leave already?
Right here, behind you.
Okay, she's interested in running for the neighborhood council, and I believe we have elections in March.
April.
And not that all of you do not represent me and other Latinos, but, you know, she does speak Spanish, and that would be kind of nice to, if we did get someone that, you know, needed some help, that she would be on the board. And so, again, Mr. President, you represent all Latinos, all different groups.
Yo amo español.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Candido. Anybody else? All right, let's go. Brenda. Okay, well, hold on. Wait, all right, well, let's just let Donna speak.
Yeah, so I went down to the city council again, they're finally done with their stupid, vacation, I guess. And so I told them to reopen Van Nuys video conferencing because it's very difficult for people in the valley to be able to go all the way downtown to be able to speak to them. And in the meantime, there's probably a lot of people that like to have their streets fixed or their sidewalks done, and they're all at home because they don't want to take the 2-hour trek and the 2 or 3-hour trek back. And I'm not sure what that woman was talking about with the personhood, but I hope it's not an area where they can just bring out more only one-sided Democrat views for for the unions. I've heard how this not only the federal and the city, but the private unions want to be able to give money to the politicians. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen unless it's done in an even manner with both Republicans and Democrats. Then it will be fair, because I'm tired of the Democrats getting all the money. So anyway, I'm hoping things will be done in Van Nuys, and we're a good neighborhood council, and I can't think of anything else to say at this moment. Okay, so thank you.
Brenda? Those are very nice boots, Donna.
Thank God.
Hello, Van Nuys Neighborhood Council. I just wanted to go ahead and extend the invitation. We're going to have a community meeting coming up on January 29th, and it's going to be from noon to 1 p.m. And we just wanted to extend the invitation. We want to continue working with you guys. We've definitely worked hand in hand in this area, and we just kind of want to expand our efforts this year, as what we do is reducing underage drinking. And now that marijuana is going to come in the ballot, we want to see how we could discuss, what we could do in this neighborhood as in regards to bans, or just, trying to see how we could push the city to push for better regulations on it. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you.
What date, sweetheart?
29.
It's going to be the 29th from noon to 1, and it's going to be at our office. I have more flyers right by the entrance for anybody that...
Which organization? Whose office?
We are the National Council of Alcoholism and Drug Dependence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Council. My name is Joanna Fermanska, and this is my colleague.
Hi, good evening. Will Romero from Van Nuys, born and bred, very proud.
I'm not from Van Nuys, but I work in Van Nuys very proudly. We are both from the Central American Resource Center, the CARECEN. You all might know about CARECEN. It's a nonprofit that serves the immigrant community in LA County. Very excited to some of you probably already know that we have been in the Valley for about a year now, but at our Van Nuys office since about March. And to celebrate our year in serving the Van Nuys and the Valley area, we are having a grand opening on January 30th. We have flyers that we are passing around, and we also left some over there. It's a Saturday, so it's a full day of events. In the morning, we have a stakeholder breakfast that we would love some members of the council to attend. If you're able, please just RSVP. We left our phone number at the bottom of the flyer for you to RSVP. So the breakfast will basically be brainstorming about how we can work together, and basically telling you what we do and how we would love your input and your insight as to how we can serve our immigrant community better. And in the afternoon, we would love for you to share with your constituency, distribute flyers if you're able, or any other way you're able to distribute the information. We will be having a legal presentation for the community focused on citizenship and naturalization, and then we'll also be giving free consultations for the community, probably about an hour of them, so that people can see what options they have legally in their immigration cases. So again, thank you for having us today at the council meeting, and any questions? Was I that clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what a lot,
and we got the email
does.
too, so.
Oh, we emailed you. Awesome. Okay, great. Well, thank you again, and hope to see someone there.
Thank you.
Very good. Thanks, you guys.
Mr. Chair,
Kevin, yes.
if I may, just a minor correction to the agenda. The year is currently 2016. It says on the agenda 2015.
Details, Jason, details.
And also, last time I checked, Mr. Wulecko and I'm guessing Ms. Arzola are no longer on the council. That's in the margin.
Who?
Details.
I'll work on that.
We just have two.
Oh, no, mine was December.
You're using the old template.
Sorry. Old template.
Good evening, council members. Two quick things from the Van Nuys Branch Library. We're starting our free income tax preparation program again with the in conjunction with the AARP from February 1st through April 15th. It's the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's no income level, and they will prepare taxes for free. So I'll have some flyers over here on the table for everyone. It's been a very popular event, and we expect it to be that way again.
Yes.
This coming year. And one final thing, the library is planning a fine amnesty period from February 1st through February 14th. It's unprecedented. We can't remember having ever done this before, but we're doing it in order to get people who may have fines on their account and have been unwilling to come back into the library to kind of bring them back in. So the library is doing it to engender goodwill with the community. So
It's not a trap.
right, exactly. Yeah. Right. No, it's not going to. It's
I think.
People are coming as long as they come in and bring the material back. We'll go ahead and waive the fine. So it's February 1st through February 14th. The library is going to be doing a lot of publicity on it. You'll probably see it in the news.
You should have a campaign, Share the Love.
Sorry?
It's Valentine's then, so.
That's right. That's right. It ends up on
your Valentine's gift to the community.
That's right. The Valentine's Day is bring your significant other to the library, and we'll waive their fines.
Wow.
Okay?
Love it.
All right.
Aww.
What's his name?
It'll be all LA Public Library branches. Yeah.
That's really terrific.
Back there. See.
Come back in. We will take care of it. We want people to come back and use the library.
Very good.
Got a question.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm John Hendry. I was curious, did you find out any more about citizenship class?
The citizenship class, we're still looking for another partner. I know you and I talked about that. We're looking for another partnership with Catholic Charities possibly, or CHIRLA, as we discussed, for late spring. But the class in January, they're not going to be holding at our branch, unfortunately. So.
Okay, because I did express an interest. It would be fun to try.
It would be, yeah. So.
At least for me, it would be fun.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Eagerly volunteer.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question for the library. Would it be possible to get like an intro to understanding the law class?
We do have our law librarian from the LA Law Library comes in on Fridays from 9:30 to 1:30. It's her office hours, and she teaches a class once a month, either on LexisNexis and Westlaw, or in finding legal forms on the court's website, and intro to doing legal research. So if you're interested in taking any of those classes, which are free, just come by the library and we'll get you signed up.
On
Okay?
what day, what time, I'm sorry?
She teaches classes once a month. It's usually the third Friday.
Third Friday.
Yeah,
okay.
and but our law librarian has office hours in the library every Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So anybody who's interested, a self-representing litigant or somebody who's interested in doing legal research, she'll come and help them get started on using the materials in the branch.
Cool.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, one last? One last, just for fun. I had just pitched this out, and this was just a fun bit of political log rolling, but I wonder if anybody saw that I tried to plant on the website the idea that maybe the library should move out and take over the old post office building, the abandoned post office building at Delano and Van Nuys.
That is a great idea. As I discussed last time, there is some money in the budget for next fiscal year to have the branch renovated. So I don't know if there's been any discussion about moving into the post office branch. I can certainly bring that up with our administrators, but as usual, that's way above my pay grade. So, all right.
Who owns the post office? The federal? Or?
Feds.
The one right here, yeah.
Yeah, it's Fed. It's Fed.
I think it's a private.
Oh, it's private?
Federal.
Well,
Federal.
it was federal, but
It
is
was
it?
federal, but the federal doesn't own it.
It's a fun bit of log rolling just to
who owns
try.
the actual building?
The Catholic Church on.
Moving along.
Still good on February
guy.
1st.
Please.
We still have our meeting over there.
We'll get him for that.
Yeah, you guys asked nicely, right?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll let you know if there's any conflict, but I have you guys scheduled for through June, I believe.
God bless
and we
you.
can
God
go.
bless America. Thank you,
Okay,
Kevin.
sure.
Thank you very much. Any other public comment? Yes. Come on down.
Apologies. We actually also do have citizenship classes that we're offering at the Mid-Valley Library and in our office every Saturday. So in our Saturday mornings, we have citizenship classes from 9 to noon, and the Mid-Valley Regional Library, we're offering them from 1 to 4, I believe. So we have flyers about that as well. So just wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Kevin actually reminded me, we'll also be doing tax help for free for anyone who is registered to our center or who is one of our customers. So it's New Economics for Women, located right in between Vanoan and Sherman Way, right on Van Nuys. So in case anyone needs that resource, we're more than able to offer it as well. Yes, it's 6931. I also left my cards on the desk. 6931 Van Nuys Boulevard, Van Nuys, California, 91406. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so then let's hear from the elected officials' offices. I would like to introduce Jacqueline Serrano, the new Brian Gavita from Congressman Tony Cardenas's office. Jacqueline, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Like you mentioned, I'm Jacqueline Serrano, here with Congressman Cardenas's office. I'll be in charge of most of the communities, including Van Nuys, for the time being. So I am your point person for any questions, anything that has to do with the federal government. Please don't hesitate to give me a call. I left my cards up in the front desk, as well as some copies of flyers of an upcoming event that the congressman is hosting. So to start off, the flyer is blue. It's up in the front desk. It's for our next event, which is the Affordable Care Act workshop that we're hosting. This is the last month that an individual or a business can sign up for it. If you are not aware, this is the first year that small businesses will be fined, that they would face a fine if they are not enrolled in healthcare. So for this event, it's going to be taking place Friday, January 29th at San Fernando Middle School in the city of San Fernando. And we will be having panelists who will be experts there to answer questions for businesses or individuals who may have questions as to what is more cost efficient for their business or their health plan. If you are unable to make it to this meeting, we do encourage you to contact our office, and we would be more than glad to connect you with certified counselors who can help navigate through the process somewhere where it's close to your area, whether it's your work or your residence. Another thing that I did want to mention is that as of right now, the congressman is scheduled to attend the CPAP at Van Nuys tomorrow. So we gladly invite all of you to, if you have any questions or anything in particular that you would like to speak to him about, to be at the meeting tomorrow. This is the last minute meeting that was booked. He's actually flying down right now from Washington. So we'd be more than glad to see you there tomorrow. And lastly, regarding, at the Van Nuys CPAP meeting.
What time?
At 6:30 p.m.
I need you to call upon me, sir.
Candido, you are
Thank
recognized.
you, Mr. President. You talked about small businesses, that now it's mandatory that small businesses have insurance for their employees. Define small business, I hear so many different numbers. Define the numbers, and then it's interesting that to see that people who sometimes couldn't make it in politics go into,
a whole bunch of them.
business go into politics and then try to regulate business.
Would you bring
No one really knows what it's like unless you're a business owner.
Would you grab a couple of those flyers for me so I have
Run
them
a
all?
business,
Thank
to
you.
make it go, to make it successful, to employ the people you are employed. And yes, we want fair wages, we want all of these things, and then put all these new regulations on it. I mean, what is the definition of a small business according to the standards?
Flyers.
As far as how many
Flyers and
employees,
cards.
Register you as a small business?
Okay, thank you for your question, sir. So for small businesses, it can vary. It could be as small as 4 individuals to even more. And that's exactly why we are encouraging for people to either contact our office or to come to the event where we are going to have business experts there answering questions as to the particular business, because every single one is different. The Affordable Care Act is something that was initiated by the president, and it became law. And businesses are not mandatory to be to enroll into a healthcare plan. They do have the option to opt out. Although they will be facing a fine if they do not get enrolled. So it's something that was an executive order.
Don't we want more share on the council?
So as far as I'm aware, it is based upon a percentage of your income.
He didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's, you can either opt out or if you choose so. So, I mean, like I mentioned, our office is there if you want to speak to a certified counselor who can help to answer questions a little bit more better as to your business or your individual plans, and we welcome you to come on by, or if we can connect you with somebody who can help you in particular.
I need that for the minutes.
Perfect.
Pardon me, Jacqueline. I was looking for your business card on the table. Apparently, they've all been taken. Do you
Okay,
have anything for the
I
board?
have plenty more, so I'd be more than
I
glad.
need one for the minutes, please.
Of course. And if I have one more
Have at it.
one more announcement. I did hear about the old building that was occupied by the USPS. Our office did get some calls about potential people who are interested in it. USPS is both a private and federal. So what our office has gone out to do is to communicate with the Postal Service executive up in Washington to find out whether the property is owned by the federal government or if it's owned by the city or somebody else, a particular company. So we are in the works of finding that information out, and I'd be more than glad to report it back once I know.
Perfect.
Great.
The museum people wanted to move in there too, the San Fernando Valley Museum. So that would be good to know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. All right, Angie. Is Angie in the room? Angie is not in the room. Guillermo, what's going on, buddy? Come on down.
So, Bob's gonna be here tomorrow night? The president's coming to Van Nuys tomorrow? The president is coming to CPAP.
Yeah.
But where's it gonna be located? Where's it located?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me and Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys in forever. But thank you for having me tonight. I hope that everyone had a great and wonderful holiday season and New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I know 2016 is going to be a great year, but I look forward to working with all of you to make sure that our communities are taken care of and that we can make this the best place to live in. So to start off, I have a couple of announcements.
I might go, I don't know.
I have a flyer here that I will be sending after the meeting to you guys so you guys can display it. But today the councilwoman presented in council we are observing from January 12th to February 12th, we're observing Human Trafficking Awareness Month. So in honor of that, we're going to be having a toiletry drive. And we're partnering with an organization known as Journey Out. Is the former Mary Magdalene Project. And what we're doing with this is we're collecting items such as shampoo, soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, feminine products, deodorant, etc. And these items are to be collected and will go towards helping survivors of human trafficking that are trying to get out of the life and trying to make a better future for themselves. We have 4 donation drop-offs right now, drop-off locations. One of them is our office at City Hall at 200 North Spring Street, Suite 470 in Los Angeles. The next one is Journey Out, the organization itself, which is located at 7136 Haskell Avenue, Suite 125. And we also we will have a donation box where folks can bring in their things at our Van Nuys City Hall office just next door, and our Sun Valley District office at 9300 Laurel Canyon Boulevard, 2nd floor. Also, Kevin's still here. At the Van Nuys Library, we will also have a collection box just over here. So we're very happy to be doing something like this, to put forth this effort to help these victims that are, have been living in a very brutal life for a very long time, and in their efforts to get out of the life, these go a long way in helping them because, these are things that they're needed in just their daily lives. So from January 12th to February 12th, we're collecting these. It's a toiletry drive, and we have 5 different collection points. So I have the flyer here. I have a very limited amount of flyers if anybody wants one, but I'd be more than happy to send an electronic copy.
And we'll put it up on the website.
So I'll go ahead and do that. And
having an event too, wasn't there an event?
Yes, the event, and forgive me, I forgot the flyer for that. But the event is later this month, January 22nd at CSUN. It's an event that's geared to start a conversation about human trafficking in our communities. And
if you want us to sponsor that or have Joseph call his contacts that we've been working with, like the FBI guy and the Homeland Security guy, we can do that.
Okay, great. I'll send a flyer for that as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you.
At VNNC.
Info at VNNC. I'll send it to Carino as well.
So is that with Strength United?
Sorry?
Is that also with Strength United?
The CSUN one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with Strength United. So I'll hand out these few flyers that I have here in a bit, and I also have. I know we had the meeting back in November, but this is extremely important. Through our work with LAPD Operations Valley Bureau, the Human Trafficking Task Force was put forth in November of 2015. And we have here a flyer with the information so you can submit tips or information to the police department directly at 647tips@lapd.lacity.org. These are received by officers, and these are taken note of by officers, and you receive a response almost immediately. So it's a great way to it sort of streamlines the process when you're sending, say you saw something happening outside your home, or you're seeing a pattern happening in your neighborhood when it comes to prostitution, the activity itself, anything that you notice that seems to be related to that activity, you can report it directly to the police and they will look at it immediately. It's handled 24/7. So I have this flyer here as well. I put them at the front over there. And once again, Happy New Year to everyone. I wish everyone a great and wonderful 2016. I'll be sitting in the back. And I have some business cards if anybody would like to get one. And if anybody would like to discuss any issues with me, I'll be sitting in the back. Thank you.
Thank you, Guillermo.
22nd.
January. Yeah. How are we going to sponsor something that's January 22nd?
Angie, you ready?
We can't, actually.
We can't.
22nd.
Can't vote on it.
I want to see Jim McDowell, sheriff.
Yeah.
We won't be on the flyer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Armayo. I'm with Assemblymember Nazarian's office. So I just wanted to update you on a couple of things. The first one is right on the desk. I put out the Northern Trust Open. This was sent to us from the Veterans Coalition over there. And what they want to do is they are offering free admission for the military to the Northern Trust Open. So that's pretty much just a free opportunity for the veterans to go out there and enjoy a golf tournament. So if there's a contact information, Daniel Garcia, and with the phone number and email if you want more information. All the following criteria just is over there. It pretty much just applies to anyone who's a veteran, whether are still in active duty or they've retired or anything along those lines. The other thing I want to mention is that the Assembly member is going to have a second job and career fair, which is going to be on January 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. over here at the La Iglesia en El Camino, which is over here on Van Nuys. So I just wanted to invite everyone to attend this wonderful event. If you know of anyone who's looking for a job right now, this would be a great opportunity to have them come over. We're going to have at least 40 employers who are going to be present, ranging from LAPD, FBI, Lowe's from Burbank is going to be there, Lowe's from Simi Valley is going to be there as well. We're reaching out to different supermarkets within the local area as well. So they're going to range from entry-level positions all the way up to career-level positions as well. So this is open to everyone, whether or not they're in the district. So please feel free to share this with your friends, families, any contacts that you may have that would be interested in attending. Along this side of the job and career fair, I wanted to see if I could ask the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council to sponsor the food portion for the 80 employers. Well, the 40 employers that we're going to have, each of them are going to have 2 people assisting per table. So in total, we're going to have 80 people who would need food, and we would love to feed them just to thank them on behalf of the Assembly member, of course, and the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council for coming in.
Where are we on that, council? I have no.
I have to tell you that we're in transition of changing treasurers, and since she hasn't been totally certified yet, let me answer that. If it's on the 22nd, we can't do it because technically, sweetheart, it has to come to the executive meeting to be discussed, vetted, then put on the agenda, discussed here and voted upon. But it's the same month. We can't do that.
We could put it as outreach. Because it is outreach. We're sponsoring.
Well, technically it is, and if you want to go around the corner that way, I won't say anything. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying that's the rules.
We've done it before. It's not going around a corner.
I was just bringing up the rules. I don't have a problem with it. If you guys don't have a problem with it, Stacy's going to be the one writing the check, not me. But anyway, if you guys let us.
Do we have any objection, council members?
I don't think so. I would request
that
that you take a vote on that so that it's in the record, because we are kind of going around the block.
It would be part of outreach, which we allocate almost $25,000 a year to. We've worked with no, it's buying food, just like buying Subway.
Ralph M. Brown says we can't vote on it. It's not on the agenda. We can't vote on it.
Do we have any idea what the budget is for this?
For outreach last year, so this would fall under that.
Do you have a number in mind?
How much?
The budget would be completely up to the neighborhood council. As long as it would feed 80 people, we're perfectly happy. If you want to just provide pizzas, we're perfectly happy with that. If you want to provide a much fuller meal, we'll also accept that.
Like turkey?
So,
a roast?
if you want to give turkey,
duck?
if you want to give steaks, feel free. But we're also happy with the pizza because we do know that it's a last-minute request, and we do apologize in advance for that. But we wanted to reach out to the neighborhood council to see if you guys would be interested. And of course, we would add your logo onto the job and career fair. And please keep in mind that this is going to be a great outreach opportunity for everyone to know who the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council is. It is going to reach the entire district as well, so you are going to have some sort of recognition in terms of when elections come up as well.
500 would be about $6 per person.
Yeah, the only way we can do it if we have a booth over there.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be on the
people are
flyer.
eating a lot,
Technically, we
so
have
we
to be
can-
named on the flyer, and we're not going to be because they've already done it. So
She would put us on the flyer.
We would.
Put us on the flyer.
We're going to send out another reminder blast email.
do that, and you put us on it, then that satisfies one of the requirements that we have to have. The other one is then
Having a booth over there, or at least
Yes,
a table?
over there.
Would that be okay if we had a table over there?
I would say it would be fine for you to have a table.
Like we can just help check people in or
Right,
do
it would
something
probably
like
be in the
that.
front because I don't want anyone to confuse you
Give
guys
out
as one of the
Frisbees.
employers and go up to you and give you the resume. So I think that would be fun.
Candido.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. If it's outreach and the neighborhood council is identified and you're able to put up the booth, fine. I would like to suggest, if I may, John and I work with the food bank. If you need sodas, we can deliver. If you're having 80 people, we can deliver 500.
That's good.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
And we'd be more than happy to deliver them.
Under-
Give that to John Camara.
Yeah.
We'd be more than happy to make that as part of a donation of the Van Nuys neighborhood.
Perfect.
Perfect. We'd be
So
more than happy
what
to
do we,
do that.
$500 would be?
$506 per person, so I think that's a reasonable lunch.
There's 80 people?
80.
8?
80.
80.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 80.
No,
Well-
they're being donated.
And do we have a pizza or Subway or?
Yes. Sandwiches, whatever
Whatever.
it is.
All right. I mean, we voted on the budget, and this is part of outreach anyway. So long as we're on the flyer and we have a booth that fulfills the requirements from downtown, and we're totally good. So if it pleases the council, not to exceed $500, and we'll co-sponsor the event with the assembly member.
Yes.
Are we good with that, guys?
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
We could also use this as an event to register people to vote for our election
Yes.
Yeah.
and to run for our seats.
That's a good idea. Good idea, Jason.
Very nice. Anything else, Angie?
No, the other thing I wanted to mention was thank you so much for always working with the assembly member on all the events and giving me the opportunity to come over here and present everything that the assembly member is working on. And also,
We love a dream.
thank you. And I look forward to working on more future events with everyone over here. So thank you so much. And we will keep in mind in the future to come back maybe a month or two in advance if we're requesting anything. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Angie.
Beautiful.
I need one also.
Sahag. Upper John.
Are we going to vote on the outreach expenditure? Or is
It
that
was
later?
already, we allocated $15,000 last budget for this, for things just like this.
Thank you, baby.
All right. I mean,
So. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I hope everyone checked their lotto tickets.
Did you win?
I have not checked yet.
I thought the drawing's at 8.
I thought it was at 7.
No,
I think
it's at
they
8.
stopped selling tickets at 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. 15 more minutes.
So
I
in
still will
20
serve on this council if I win.
So just kind of like a quick update. I've been working with some of our Van Nuys neighborhood council members. Carino and I had met a couple months back and decided to put some trash bins in some Van Nuys areas that we cover. Sanitation department has slowly started phasing those in. Phase 1 is kind of done. I don't know which phase, either phase 2 or phase 3 Van Nuys falls into, but it's coming. Other than that, we're gonna hopefully set up a couple of cleanups this year. And what I've been up to, there's two areas that we're trying to start a neighborhood watch in Van Nuys. Those are slowly kind of going ahead. And other than that, whoever did show up and whoever did donate to our toy drive and our food drive this past year was the most successful year we've ever had. So I wanted to say thank you to the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council and for everybody who participated. Other than that, I am here. I can take questions. I do have cards. I do have time. You got it.
Does anyone want to yell at this gentleman right now? Are we good?
Rabble.
Shotlov.
Thank you.
Krikorian's office. And now
Sahag, thank you for everything you've
Of
done
course.
in all the neighborhoods.
Of course,
Very
and-
appreciated. You're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the cleanup and
You got
red
it.
paint.
Thank you, Penny.
et cetera.
Of course.
Now, if we could just get rid of all the homelessness, there's a whole bunch of people that just moved down the street from me. I love it. Under the overcrossing on Satakoy and Haskell. I know. There's Guillermo. Are you listening? He's probably already gone. There's like 25 people there. It's literally the length of that whole tunnel or overcrossing rather, and then they keep graffitiing the walls. It's like driving me crazy. I want to strangle.
Very good.
Oh, there's a lot. They've suddenly moved to mine.
Some trash bins are covered by the city,
Metro.
some are covered by the
Metro.
Metro, and some are covered by a bid. So depending on what trash bin it is, let me know, or let Guillermo know, and we'll kind of follow up with it. Yeah, because most of the Van Nuys Boulevard is their area. Yeah. And
Shatlov.
thank you guys.
Shanaragaratsun. All right, does that do it for the elected officials? Daniel, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Do you want to come and tell us what's any planning stuff that's going on? Where the Marilyn Monroe statue's going? Oh, yes, I apologize. State Senator Bob Hertzberg's office is here. Mr. Santana. Oye, como va? Come on down.
He hasn't heard that one a million times.
No, that's in February.
How's it going, guys? I hope everybody had a good New Year. To jump straight into it, I just want to let you guys know that all of the senator's bills that reached the governor's desk, he had all of them signed by the governor. So that was a good way to start it off. And also, lastly, before the session ended this last year, he introduced a new legislation that I believe some of you might have seen in the LA Times and a couple other newspapers wrote about it. Essentially what the new legislation does, it prevents us from dumping hundreds of thousands of acre feet of water back into the ocean every day. So before that, it hasn't taken into effect yet, but before the legislation, what would happen is we'd get the water from the runoff from the LA River and just dump it back into the ocean. And in this time where, water is very crucial for us, he introduced legislation that says, since we already have hundreds of thousands of feet of water that we dump out, why not just treat it properly and then, we'll recycle the water. A couple other things, just to, let you guys know how the senators last year went. As you guys might know or not know, he was in the assembly prior to this from 1996 to 2002, last 2 years of which he served as Speaker of the Assembly. So this was his first year in the State Senate, something that, an Assembly Speaker hadn't gone to the State Senate 86 years prior to that. So in his first year, just to give you guys some quick highlights, some of the accomplishments we had are we held a hearing to find out, this was just at the end of the year, held a hearing to find out why millions of charitable donations and taxpayer money went unused. Essentially what happens is when you guys do your taxes, as you might know, there's an option to what's called the tax checkoff that says you can donate a certain amount of money from your refund to a charity. Well, it turns out that none of that money for the last decade plus had been gone towards certain charities. So the senator, as soon as he found out, held a hearing. He convened the members of the specific agencies, and they sat and talked for about an hour questioning as to why that hadn't taken place. In some cases, it was over $10 million in certain charities that hadn't gone through. Another thing that he had, another accomplishment, I think this is a great one. During Thanksgiving, we actually hand-delivered 100 turkeys to families that were in need on Thanksgiving Day. And Thanksgiving night, we joined the rest of the valley with San Fernando Valley Rescue Mission to feed those in need at Church on the Way. Another big thing, the senator was able to visit all neighborhood councils except for one, but he was able to visit all neighborhood councils in his district, totaling 22 neighborhood councils. So he was able to do that along with fitting in session and a bunch of other things. And last highlight I'd like to mention, we had a couple of you there, but the senator held a successful transportation summit, which actually took place here in Van Nuys at Valley Presbyterian Hospital, for what the best plans for transit in the valley might be. It was a great event. It was full of electeds, it was full of nonprofit organizations. We had Metro, we had a bunch of other folks. And just as a reminder, we're going to be hosting a second one this year. It's going to be at CSUN. We're still figuring out the date, but it's going to be taking place sometime either end of February or beginning of March. So just to put that on your guys' radar.
Can we sponsor it with you?
We could talk about what we could do. Yeah, I'd love to do something.
Good.
So let me, I'll take it back with, I don't know if you guys have met my colleague Steve. He does our transit needs in the office. So I'll talk to him about what our collaboration could be like.
When Zev came last month, his big thing was building a subway from like Van Nuys to the west side underneath the 405.
Right.
And we could throw $1,000 in for that if you want.
Sure. Well, this next summit meeting, the first one was pretty much talking about what best practices for the Valley might be, and we threw out a bunch of ideas. We had a huge map that we printed out, and we had folks get yarn and push pins and highlight where they live and how they would like to see traffic along the Valley. And then we also had I forget the name, but it's a person that takes visual notes. They do drawings and stuff like that of the meeting. So if you guys actually want to stop by the office at any point, we have that laid out on our wall. But this next meeting is going to be, actually moving forward and pushing our agenda to Metro and the different folks. So we'd love to have you guys there, and if we can collaborate somehow, we'd love to do that as well. Any questions or anything?
Questions for the state senator's office?
If you guys need a business card or anything, I'll be back there. Yeah.
Going twice. All right, very good. Jeanette thinks you're cute.
Thanks, Peter.
All right. I think that just about, oh, yes, come on down, sorry.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm David Gonzalez here on behalf of School Board Member Monica Ratliff. And so school is back in session as of Monday. So I don't have any updates on our local schools right now here in Van Nuys. But from the Board of Education, we did announce on Monday the appointment of a new superintendent, Ms. Michelle King, who was formerly the Chief Deputy Superintendent for LAUSD and has been with the district for 31 years. She started as a teacher's aide. Well, she started in kindergarten as a student and graduated from the LAUSD, then came back as teacher's aide, became a teacher, principal, and administrator, and moved all the way up to the now top spot. So we're very happy. It was a 7-0 decision, and we look forward to her leadership. So if you have any questions about your local schools or education policy, we're always available to help you out any way we can.
Candido.
You opened it up to local schools. The Port Ranch schools that were closed down, how was it filtered into other schools? Where did those kids go to? Did they go to Van Nuys schools?
No. So those two schools are relocated to Sutter Middle School in Northridge and Sunny Bray Elementary School in Winnetka. I'm sorry?
Sutter's in Canoga Park.
Oh, so it wasn't Sutter. I'm not sure. They're not in my area, but I know one of them is Sunny Bray because my brother lives next door.
That's technically School Board Member Schmerelson's district.
Yes.
Because we're magic. Okay. Rosemary.
You and I have talked about the ethnic studies.
Yes.
Yes, and we can talk after.
Yeah.
I had heard that the school board is backing away from implementing it. Do you know if that's the case?
So I think they had slowed down the process because we were waiting. There was some legislation at the state that was going to provide further guidance, but my understanding is that didn't pass. So I think we're going to go forward with our own. We're developing our.
Do you know when the target date is?
No, I'm not. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can get that information for you. Yeah.
May I have one quick one?
Yes.
Would you please tell Ms. King that I hope she follows a lot of the things that Dr. Ted Alexander had set into place many years ago. He was an incredible deputy superintendent, and were he still alive, I would have supported him to take that top job. Unfortunately, we lost him to cancer a few years ago. He worked right up until the day he died. Pretty sad. He didn't even tell anybody he knew he was dying. Long and short, he had some great programs he started. If they had continued, I think we would be actually graduating more students than are dropping out. So please ask her to look into those things and see if she can follow some of them. I'd appreciate that.
I will convey that message to her. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One more.
Yeah, I got some word from Lydia Grant. She was concerned about the union. Did you hear anything about that?
No. Do you have any more specifics than that?
Well, from what I read, Lydia emailed me. She said something about the Supreme Court isn't accepting some sort of union.
Friedrich's case. Yeah, there's a case
Right.
before the Supreme Court right now regarding the mandatory paying of dues by union members.
Yeah.
So I'm not too familiar with beyond that. I'm not very
Yeah,
familiar
I
with the
see. I
case.
just wanted to get more clarified with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Go right ahead.
The information that I have on this is that a number of years ago, there was a Supreme Court decision that said that, for instance, a teacher who didn't want to be a member of the
I see.
So they wouldn't have to go on to PAC.
Oh, okay.
And there are 5 teachers in California that want to overturn even that. They want to be able to be a teacher and not pay anything for anything that represents the negotiations, et cetera.
I see.
It's, and then there's the question, it's a California issue, but whatever decisions made at the Supreme Court level will actually apply across the country.
Oh, okay.
But this particular case is like government employees,
I see.
private sector unions.
Oh.
More to follow.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Thank you.
And if you want any more information about a new superintendent, I left this up there. Okay.
Very good. Thank you very much. All right, you guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes of all of this. Secretary's report. Madam Secretary, what's going on?
I passed out a copy of the minutes. I did so because I don't have a PDF format yet that I can make sure they go online properly. And I know there are some people who don't have computers either, so I went ahead and passed out a hard copy of them. So you all have them before you. And if you've had a moment to read them, I made sure they were here before the meeting started. You can vote on whether you're going to adopt them or not.
Do we have I make a motion that we adopt the minutes from the December meeting.
Seconded.
With that, I call for the vote. Madam Secretary.
Thank you ever so kindly. Okay, George?
Yes.
Thank you very much. We know Howard is not here. Myself, I'm going to, of course, say yes. Stacy Rains, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Ackerman? Yes. Thank you. He's not here. Mr. Camara?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. De La Cuesta?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Havard's not here. Mr. Hendry?
Yes.
Mr. Lazarovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Lynn?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Marabi?
Yes.
Ms. Meyer?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
Ms. Padden?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
And Ms. Skelton?
Yes.
Thank you very much. They pass.
Very good. Do you have anything else, Madam Secretary?
I do have a brief, real quick report from the budget advocates. We have been meeting all along. We have a draft paper out already for the white paper. We have a separate list of recommendations already prepared, and they are online on the budget advocates website. And you'll forgive me, I don't have the website name at the top of my head, but anyway, it's, I believe.
VNNC.
Yeah, I think it is. Thank you, I knew you'd know. So say it again out loud, Jason.
I believe it is LANCBA, short for Los Angeles Neighborhood Council Budget Advocates.org.
.org.
I think you can also follow them on Twitter at Budget Advocates.
Correct. So if you go online and look at that, if you have it, you can actually see what all of the recommendations have been and what the white paper says at this point. I didn't bring a copy because it's multiple pages and I'm using all my ink at my personal printer at home, so I didn't do that. But just wanted to update you to let you know that we've already done that, which is like 5 months ahead of time. We're really working hard on that, and that's it. Thank you.
Bravo. Madam Treasurer, Ms. Rains, Treasurer's report, please.
Does everyone have a copy, hopefully?
No.
Do we all have copies of
You should have it.
the budget?
It's out at the beginning of the meeting also. So look and see what you got.
Up here.
Oh, there's a stack right there.
I don't see it.
No.
My apologies.
You don't have it?
No, we
He's
have.
looking at it.
No, we don't.
Okay, so for operations, $300.61 was spent. For outreach, $162.25, and then zero for community improvement, MPG, and elections. So total available is $39,388.86.
I move to accept the report.
I second the motion. I call for the vote. Madam Secretary.
Okie dokie. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
He's giving me yes. Ms. Rains?
Yes.
Mr. Ackerman?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Mr. Camara?
Yes.
Mr. De La Cuesta?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Hendry?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Lazarovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Lynn?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Marabi?
Yes.
Ms. Meyer?
Yes.
Ms. Padden?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
And Ms. Skelton?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's unanimous. I'm loving this. Thank you very much.
Very good. Did you have anything else, Ms. Raines?
Just that I need I'm missing 2 receipts, one for Staples and one for Vatica. I don't know what that is exactly.
That's the food, the Armenian food place.
Yeah, and I don't have those. I thought he
I
gave
think
them.
Howard
So.
ordered it,
Is it
didn't he?
possible
No, Howard had.
Yeah,
it.
Howard had them,
Yeah.
but he thought he gave them to you. I know he didn't.
No,
give them to
I
me.
definitely only have 3 receipts. I need 2 more.
Okay, yeah, I don't have those either. I have. the ones
Let's blame Howard because he's not here.
For you, I don't have any of the December ones at all. Well, wait a minute. He didn't give me any, but I think, no, I don't have any of the December at all. But I do have the November, so can't help you with December. Howard's got them, and he's gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So hopefully he has.
All right, next
I'm sure he probably does.
All right, we'll address it next meeting. Just send Howard, I'll email him right now. So what is it? It's the Staples receipt and the food all right. With that, we're good, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Very good work. Committee chairpersons reports. Let's start with Ms. Skelton.
Outreach is doing good. I got a big mouth. I probably won't. Outreach is doing good. Thank you for everyone that's helping me with outreach. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm working with something with the Assemblyman's office, which hopefully it goes through, but it will be a big surprise and a big event and a thing for our board. Probably we'll be able to let y'all know in March. Y'all be able to see. It's something so great. I want to say thank you to Marco. I want to say thank you to Marco and his office. They really helped me. I had an employee, you know, some people talk about the unions, but I had an employee that was not allowed to attend her own wedding, and the union had to get involved. And I put a call to this young man's office, and his boss just went above and beyond to make sure that that young lady had a great wedding. His boss even came to our office to meet with the young lady one-on-one. I mean, he really went above and beyond, you know. Assemblyman's office, always helping me with everything that I need with helping the community. So I just want to say thank you. Keep your fingers crossed. We have a big event and some good stuff that's coming up, hopefully in March. Thank you.
Very good. Any other chair reports, budget advocate reports?
I did that.
Okay, and I think we're good on that. All right, let's jump into the meeting. New business, 8A, the VNNC to address the need for Los Angeles to have a permanent professional football team.
Done.
You guys are welcome. All right.
Done.
We started it here.
Check.
Yeah, but
So-
it's been better to have the other guys.
Well, geez, Louise.
The Rams.
I would like to vote on this as a community impact statement because it does also have the VNNC to ask for a California League AAA baseball team in the Valley. Mr. Hendry came up with that.
It's AA, not AAA.
It's, oh, AA.
Single A.
I would like to divide the question.
T-ball.
Oh, T-ball, that's.
We want to divide it?
Yeah, there's a lot of different motions in one. I don't think we need to be supporting an expansion team to London, England.
Okay, we'll take that out then. So, yes, sir. Sure, let's discuss it.
And worthy causes, but how about if we really try to focus on the trash cans and the cleanups? And, you know, Van Nuys has actually been looking a little better, but if we were able to step up from this neighborhood council, and please, I hope we don't buy more T-shirts and more shirts. Last year, you guys got your fill of it. I don't know how much you spent. But the trash cans, I mean, they need to be replaced. I mean, it's amazing that half of them are now being torn out. So if we could focus on Van Nuys Boulevard, let's stay away from buying anything for the members of the council. And let's focus on, again, I support the football team, I support the baseball team, but how about focusing on Van Nuys Boulevard? You change Van Nuys Boulevard, you change the whole area, you change everything. That's my.
Okay, let's change it.
Very good. Thank you, Candy. What we can do on this, we can take most of this language out and just put the VNNC to support Los Angeles having a permanent professional football team and leave it at that. And then we can do the second part, which would be the baseball stuff. Do I have any objection to that? That's pretty generic and general.
So we're dividing the question?
Call for the vote.
What it's going to be is the VNNC to support Los Angeles having a permanent professional football team.
Okay.
As a community impact statement.
As a community impact statement. Do we have, we had a motion, I second the motion. Let's call for the vote on that one, Madam Secretary.
Okay, one moment.